Alright, we're live. Send the Discord out. Check, mic check. Alright. Okay. Let's go. Alright. Alright, so we're playing some Final Fantasy tonight. I think I have 4 or 5 hours I can play. Got a little break in there in about an hour. That's the normal show. I don't know. I don't think chat's still working. I think I disabled it even. No, it says it's there. Yeah, no clue why it doesn't work. They can do that. And then we'll see if anyone chats, but my guess is it doesn't work. And I'm not sure why. Other than maybe it's connected. No, it should be connected to... Yeah, I have no clue why it doesn't work. Let's go ahead and... I'm gonna re-add the chat widget. And then... something like that. And we'll see if that works. I doubt it though. It doesn't seem like it's been working. Dang it. Elements. There you go. Do a test message. Cool, okay. What happens when I delete a message? Does it eventually... Yeah, I don't think it deletes it from that chat, which is weird, but... So what happens now if I do custom? And then I do test message. Maybe eventually it'll show up. It doesn't show up. Oh, it did show up. So what I really want to do then is I just want to hopefully that'll be it's pretty good, but I click save. Not what I wanted. I'm kind of curious on how it chooses the coloring. I kind of want to add like a background to it slightly, just to give it enough separation. But I'm not sure how that'll look. So let's go ahead. That's not enough transparent, I don't think. Yeah, I don't really like. Oh, it's still kind of there. Weird. So. Okay, now it's fully gone. I could do a shadow. Shadow doesn't look good. I wish there was like a background of the text, but I think that requires more coding. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave it how it is, I guess. Actually, I might. I'm gonna say something like that. It's obviously just a beginning of it. And we'll have to come up with something maybe. I kind of like the idea of my just chatting one being more vertical. But that is going to be more work. I need to buy another camera. Or 3. All right. Now that we've played around enough, let's go ahead and play some games. We're going to go ahead and play some more through Final Fantasy XIV and play some Stormblood. Let's get to it. I don't know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what happened to us if you were found in our village? Again, You address us with unwarranted spite. I have left your improprietary pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy, to speak to me thus? Know you not who I am? I am Ease of Namine, a farmer, like my father before me, and his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you. We all do. Lord Kian's retainer and leader of the rebellion. Gustu. Forgot how to say his name. Notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Ha 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 ha. Is that what this is all about? I am hardly the first man to earn the ear of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namine home to brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for kings and country? They fought, and they died. Every last one. And then the Imperials came looking for more because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again. Never again. Do you remember? Do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Impassioned as his pleas may be, surely he must know that I cannot leave things as they are. But for now I shall respect his wishes. We must continue on towards our final destination, the House of the Fierce, proud headquarters of Domin Liberation Front. There is a secret entrance to the north of Namine, but way of a small spring. Come, I will show you. This way. We must dive into the water. Have no fear, Bartholomew. It is but a short distance. You need not hold your breath for long. But we can just breathe underwater, right? Can I just do dive? I honestly don't remember how to dive. Is it not in here? I thought it was in here. don't remember how to dive. How invigorating. Congratulations, my friend. You have come to the House of the Fierce. Hold up. Am I supposed to have a trade, or do I have to go to a mission for that? I think the next one's at 68. So I'm a little off from there. You are Bartholomew Allen, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorzea. We of the Doman Liberation Front are honored to receive you. If you would be so good as to follow me.
This is the House of the Fierce, but there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We, even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
Nice.
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you.
Yukiri.
You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here. The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Beast, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma. To show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
Hear, hear. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did, until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace. Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
O boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head. Thrice did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, 'twould be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this
Shadow
day.
Walker.
Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetherite. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they feared that Xenos would be willing to risk sending unatoned conscripts. That said, it is hardly irreversible. They have the necessary materials. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but mayhap with my brother's help. You should hear this, Bartholomew. He was just telling me about Xenos and the rebellion. What you have to understand is that it was not a simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 13th never even took the field. It was Xenos Startacrims that won the war. They were unlike anything we had ever seen. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought we had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage, and the next we were surrounded and at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey, alone and unarmed. he beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. I don't know why that has a cutscene. Oh, that would be why. One by one, my comrades charged, fearless and unflinching. He would dance amidst their blades for a time and then draw close as if to embrace one after another. He made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think that there was any joy in it, nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge had been issued and was accepted, but on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being fleed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's souls. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience. He desired hate and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I am told he called it. A hunt without end. And when all our best lay dead and broken, he left. He left, muttering that we had bored him. But our weapons, at least, held his interest. For he took a fallen samurai's sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day, he has ever wielded Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, and so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those of defeated enemies as gifts. It's like it's all a game to him. People are suffering, dying, and he's collecting swords. Well, we all feel the same, but my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the strong, but the strong, and the strong become the heroes of the tale. We were not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. Mayhap a brief respite. On the battlefield, nothing matters. Yeah, pretty much. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat the felon old age. But what say you to the house of the fierce? Compared to your rising stones, I concede it may seem somewhat lacking, but it has been a haven these past 10 years to all who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in that time have come to little and less. When the emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Xenos soon put paid to that with the aid of Yotsuyu and the secrets she sold. Bartholomew, I do hope you have taken this opportunity to rest and recover. It is well that you spoke with one of the survivors of that massacre. To defeat one's foe, one must first understand his true nature. As the Alamigan resistance has struggled, so too has the Domin Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, given the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few and our enemies legion. We were weak and they strong. Yet with your help, I believe that there is little we cannot achieve. I only hope that the depth of our predicament has not shaken our commitment to our cause. So Jay, you brought that up on Tuesday. Let's change over here. This is the Analog Pocket. It's got little shoulder buttons. Got Tetris in it right now. I gotta change the font it's using for the message or for the chat. So that's definitely not gonna be a good one. Go ahead and it disappears. I hate that it disappears. But yeah, it looks really nice. And I'm just going to but yeah, try to get as best as I can. So it plays I gotta figure out the chat at some point. So it plays Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and then show you through an adapter. You can play Game Gear games, and you'll be able to play other as they bring out different adapters, but it's not going to be everything. But yep, it plays pretty much whatever they want, and if they have to make an adapter for it, but that's the idea, at least, is that they could wind up playing any type of system that they can emulate. It is emulation, it's just hardware emulation instead of software emulation. So it is more reliable, or it can be more reliable to use than, I'm just gonna turn the chat off, than any other type of emulation, since it can kind of emulate the hardware of a Game Boy rather than trying to emulate the game in software. It's kind of weird, but the idea is that the hardware, it seems like it pretends to have the same hardware rather than trying to software emulate the hardware. It's actually hardware. Software hardware. Yeah, it's hard to explain. FPGA is what it is. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I need to make another video. I still need to make a freaking the Oculus video. I'm probably doing that tomorrow and having that up Saturday. That'll take most of my day tomorrow, and then I probably will do the analog one as well and do some other videos. Try to spend most of tomorrow doing stuff, but yeah, I just want to, since I've had it, and I don't want to wait too long between videos. I already skipped a week because I got the Pocket, so I don't want to wait too long. Aye, that it be. With the hero of Eorzea on our side, we cannot lose. Cool. I don't even know which one I want. I don't even know why I want any of them. Let's take that one, I guess. I haven't even tried the VR wire setup. I think I'll enjoy it. It's just I have to put it all up and figure it all out, and I haven't had time. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think of it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hyan commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my Lord not bid me learn the truth of our heart? As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gisatsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you, if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. Yeah, Jay, I have to go through in my other analog systems. I need to update them because I think they have new firmware. So that's going to be fun. It's a whole project to do that. Nominee is not far. I say we begin there. I might take a break from streaming Final Fantasy to do something else too. So no. Now because of them being firmware, because it's firmware, you don't want to do any type of Wi-Fi thing, because anything goes wrong, it could brick the system. So each one of them has I'll make it bigger. See the SD card right there? SD card goes right there, and each one of them's got an SD card slot that you have to put the firmware on. Yeah, because it's not just software. It's not like an OS. It's actual like BIOS level stuff. So you do not want to do that wirelessly, because yeah, it stops working. You're just done. The hardware's bricked. So, but it does mean that there's more game compatibility versus like a software emulation. And I prefer not to go software because I don't like to experience those issues. It's a little more far in between with hardware ones. And that's how I leave? Oh, no. Yeah, they don't update it too often. I don't even know. I might not need to update any of them. I might have already did it because it was the last ones for all of the rest of them except for the Pocket for February of this year. So I don't remember updating them. So I might need to, but for the most part, they don't update them too often. Only when they find issues. Whereas the Pocket actually gets frequent updates, and they're going to be doing that more often since it has more features and stuff too. My Lord Bartholomew, will you be heading out? Yes, please. Okay, so I do get to atone to that eventually. I just can't right now because I don't actually have it. Okay, so yeah, but I think I'm gonna play. I think I want to do some type of like maybe play Undercover Cop on my was it the Super NT? Whatever the Super Nintendo one is called. I think it's called Super NT. Play some of that maybe on stream next week, and then I want to try to get through Stormblood, and then what's the next one after? It's not Endwalker. Endwalker's the latest one. It is Shadowbringer. That's what it's called. Ah, Bartholomew. I am glad to see you. Wait. I am glad to see that you put. Glad to see that you to put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of our activities. I don't know what that means, but alright. I should think my reasons obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of a shinobi would be beyond reckless. Yeah. I shall pose as a traveling merchant. Bartholomew as our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think that this is the best way to this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. Then without further ado, let's us begin. Alright. Let's talk to some people. A traveling merchant. With meat, perchance? Bah, better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin? Surely you have not been long in Yanja? Else you would. Alright, Jay. Have a good night. For generations, we have served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they are, or they were, but the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. Foreign peddlers and nominee? Whatever it is you will sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yangxia. I don't actually know how to say that one. Hey, what's up, Greg? That has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzin, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Daryu Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. You, a merchant, forgive me my skepticism. Nah, I'm not done with Stormblood yet. I haven't been playing the story off stream, so I'm still exactly where I was, and I didn't stream Tuesday. I got pulled away for a different reason, so still exactly where I left it off last Thursday. So, but you strike me less a man of commerce and more a man common sellsword. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. Yeah, I've gotten here so far, and that's the other one, right? I think that was the place I was last time. So I got here, and I'm in like the middle of the main scenario for Stormblood, I believe. Pretty close, at least. We who remain know better than to risk her ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. Yeah, I'm at 64 for the quest level, so almost halfway. Alright, so they're at this level. So there should be some people to talk to here. Right there. Weren't you with the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Nominee again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yunjin ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before. True, but it has only gotten worse. Bartholomew, what have you learned? Lisa and I encountered much of the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not as much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hedon to return, and without him, let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in Nominee is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak to the others outside the village. Lisa and I will look for farmers in the pedals to the east. Paddles? Bartholomew, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given into despair. Fight happening. I really like the samurai. Get those. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. Whoa, that got dark. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? Obtain yellow royal flowers. Golden carnations. Not exactly what I meant to hit. Back to her. Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, sir. That's twice you've saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the man who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the east, or to the west of the village. There is a path through the terraces. I'll show you. I think that's where I need to go. I think I need to go up first. Is that our way of doing that? I'm not sure. Guess I can try this way, see what happens. But it says it's above me, so it's up there, I think. And I'm not sure going down would be the right choice. I'm not sure how to get up. have to figure that out in a second. I'll be right back. Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm back. All right. So, am I at the right level? No. And see where I can. Okay, this seems right. There you go. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers, and I'll introduce you. They loved to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland? Zami? Azami? Azami? Is that what it is? Something like that. Are you there? Hey. What in the? You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. He saved me from monsters, brother. He even helped me pick flowers for mother and father. Go back to the village now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister is the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here. So please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. How many times do I have to tell you? If they find you here, we're the ones they're punishing. We're the ones they'll punish. And it'll be 1,000 times worse than before. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Kian. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'll be or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground, begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, called them fools, called them traitors, say they deserved to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear what he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear and they'll return. And then I have to dig another grave if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, good. Go and fight them on your own. You can't help us, no one can, and this is all we've got. So please, don't take it from us. Almost 2 million experiences needed. Crazy. You are come at a good time, Bartholomew? We but recently completed our inquiries. What about yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy is he told you all of this? Such disgraceful despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hurt to hunt them down and... Forgive me, the outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Heen have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Is that hands? Yeah. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of Fears and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might. Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide.
Imperials.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me?
Yep.
Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lise. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Let's go. Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear that they have crueler designs for these people. With me, Bartholomew, we must hurry. Excuse me. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here. It is a shinobi's tool. For when a more discreet approach is required, use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that inducts a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead where circumstances different. We could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them regardless of your familiarity with such weapons. You are a veteran warrior, and I am sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, you should fall within moments. Well done, my friend. Now give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. One down. Two. Three. Four. Time to get across, right? I like the addition of swimming and stuff. I'm curious on level 64. Water serpent. Interesting. Really interested in doing that right now. Excellent work, Bartholomew. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the north, to the south. Luminous. Once, it was the base of operations for the Gallian occupation, till 10 or so years ago when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spied two sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. The two sentries stumbled side by side. No others appeared to be forthcoming. Fine work, Bartholomew. You have a gift of the ways of shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Sir, the and from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good, I will address them personally. Attention, shortly you all will be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear the responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform the duties, you will learn how, and if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy or other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with the rabble. I am needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure that the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrium without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldier near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. For our mercies by no imperial patrols bound for the castrium. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Guri is waiting. speak softly lest the others hear us. What of the outside? That is good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not soon wake, however the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms. They shall not protest. Although this uniform is a little small for your taste, with a few minor adjustments, it appears as though it could suffice. You have chosen one to your liking then. Excellent. I shall hide these ones where none will find them. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. This Kabuto and Kiko should match the Yuriki, Hikama, and Choka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I am sure that once you change, it will seem as though it was bespoke. You will need to give the soldiers guarding the villagers a proper imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I will be waiting to deal with them. That not work? Let me guess. Hungover, huh? I've been there. Woke up once after a late night drinking and didn't find my Kabuto till days later. You don't want to know what it was filled with. Let me tell you. I just saluted him though. Changing of the guard, is it? About bloody time. Just looking at these Ayan is making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. Did the talk to him first? What's going on? Oh, hello there. Are you new? Yeah, you must have to talk to him first. Is it time already? Not that I'm complaining, mind. But I thought the others would be gone longer. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Quickly, you must go to the villagers before more soldiers come.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
No.
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, all right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost, our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord, My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything?
Apologies, Bartholomew. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts, they still. Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medication that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medication will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Tend to the last two I put to sleep. I shall see to the others. This is an okay part of the story. Father, is that you? I want to go home. So I need to go out first. But you never know.
Forgive me for making you search. It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea. To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kayan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them, and don't. But, in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
Welcome back, Greg. Lunch.
That you remain resolute even in the face of everything we have seen. It heartens me more than you know. Thank you for standing by this naive fool.
There's a ship.
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
I wonder if I can attune to that. Is that part of the main mission? It might be a side mission. There's something about stone right there. Not sure if that's the side mission. It might be. Or this one? I'm not sure. Nice. Without any spoilers, how was it? Come. We must tell the others of this airship, or hear what they know of it.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces.
Okay.
Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all. We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child!
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yukiri, wait!
What now?
I will not pursue her. It is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the utility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she recognizes this soon. Hold on. Am I able to just, like, pick it all up? No. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's part of the course. I don't know. Oh well. Not a big deal. It's not like it's too far from this one. Did Gasetsu send you to stop me? Then you come of your own free will? I should be surprised if you agree with my chosen course. But no one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Since moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. 'Twould seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Gasetsu Gitsuyu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The kami could not have blessed us with more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Bartholomew. I will. Sure, why not? I know the odds. I know what he is capable of. and that in an open confrontation, I will likely die. But if I do not, if I succeed, then countless lives will be saved. Doma, al amigo, everything will change. One life for that world is a price I would pay 1,000 times over. What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Do you mean to join me? Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. I can't well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard 2 rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. Ah, stupid. You know how this ends, and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Well, this isn't gonna end well. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. That sucks. I don't know if they're gonna do anything. Probably not. I'm so far away too. Go ahead and mend my stuff real quick. Time to run again. This time, no fates. I'm just just gonna keep running, get to where I want to go. Another bridge. Hopefully it's an actual, like, put together one. Does not look like it is. But the shore looks like it will carry me all the way across. Beautiful, look at that. From the shoreline. Still 64. This is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. Xenos' itinerary is as follows. Itinerary. You will depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue on to these very docks, where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple then avenues of escape. The manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search this for suitable hiding places. There you are. From the roof, we could have a clear view of the docks. It is settled. We shall lie in wait here for Xenos' arrival. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-on-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready. Let's go.
He comes.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark, or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
That's a nice sword.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
Ah!
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
He has to be killed in a raid or something, right?
die! Leave this to me!
What do I do?
Let us put you to the proof.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run! Give me something to remember.
Chose the right spot.
Run, beast, run! Don't stop now.
No. Yeah, there's no winning. That's what to survive, I believe.
Run, beast, run! Give me something to remember.
Yeah, he's got to be like a raid boss.
I remember you, Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
What was that?
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. In endure, survive, live. For the rush of blood, for the time between the seconds, live. For the sole pleasure left me in this empty, ephemeral world, live.
Dang.
You are not worthy.
Nice.
Get away from them, you Imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are!
Nice.
Go, now! Gusetsu, see to Yugiri!
Hi!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them! My lord?
I don't think we were followed, gods. I have no idea what was going through that man's head, but I am heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alfinarad. He's at the House of Fierce, patiently waiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yuguri's plan and how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled, as were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You've no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. Wow, alright. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. are you feeling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The Shinobi too.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself.
Right.
In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
Ah, you're welcome.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
You're welcome. On to the next thing.
There they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
Pretty much.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
I'll be traveling to the Ezim Steep, Bartholomew. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do it so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be a great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me. And then there's Fordula, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial providence. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of other things. The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Sharilia or Yuldara, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless, you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, Bartholomew, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There is also the manner of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugan, dealing with this troublesome Etherite. I could go on, but you understand. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the Azim Steep at once. You will join us, Bartholomew? For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from confronting any large-scale operations in your absence and indeed devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you'd better contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many moons to travel before we reach Reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom. So don't let us wait too long. Meanwhile, at Doma Cancel.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself. Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsmen of hope. To make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
They say your Eosian is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, milady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you so easily. So whatever, Xenos is like not part of Stormblood at all. As like a fight, an actual fight. He's probably gonna be closer to the end of, or to Endwalker or something.
Aye, this is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are. Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
Not sure I understand that, but if all are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azmin Steep. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Azri. I'm curious. Did he fix the one in the house? I guess all I can do is check it out. That's a nope. keep running. I do like these tigers. From here, we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach that Azim Steep. Lise and Gusetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Alright, there's Lise. Didn't have to talk to her. Just gotta keep going, I guess.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes.
What is Steppe? Azim Steppe?
A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
I give you the Azim Steppe with all of you. Though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcome than most. Come, it is not much further. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we will begin our search for Lord Keaton. Let's go return to this real quick before I forget. When last I spoke with Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I had hoped he might find him here today, but alas. Hey, Guri, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Zelia around here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. Azium Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribe of the Xemial since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not contribute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the emperor would be able to march in and take the step with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed these? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zola warriors who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Xenol found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript, or citizens. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We're meant to be looking for Hien. People from many tribes gather in Reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately. Bartholomew, why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Sure, why not? Fresh booze. Your choice of lamb or booze. Guaranteed satisfy. To satisfy, how many will you have, sir? Oh, a domain. Unless another Doskar is keeping him in her yurt. He is not here. More fool her if she took a domain for a husband. But enough about domains. Let us speak of booze instead. You can't come to the ism step and not sample this most traditional of looks. What fortune you have to come hither at this time, freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages, if you desire only a snack. A doman, poor meat, they make domans. I jest. I did see a young mule in the company of one some few days ago. Roasted fish with pumpkin. An exotic foreign delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come. You seek domans? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if you were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. I do want to sell my stuff. Let's see. Sell. Looks like I just need to drop the... I have brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky. Silky your mane shall be. The envy of every other man. Say it again? You are seeking who? Oh, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I only know that she is mole. Mole? Because I heard them talking as they passed. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or software keyboard to enter the word that contains mole. Any phrase that contains mole to ask. It's only if they were. Or the mole tribe. Alright. I am Yura. If you must know, come down from the mountains in the north. If there is nothing else. Yes, I am all. My name is Syriana. How can I help you? Yeah, I figured it was gonna be her. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. You're looking for Hedon. In that case, how urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinzia, will you buy it? There's but one bundle left. If not, then I will. Though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Wow. Please, I must have the Kinzi. The gods themselves request it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in Whisper Root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through Reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for your kindness. Yeah. I am sorry, but we must ask. We must speak of Kian later. I cannot leave Reunion without the Kinzia. Kinzia. Something like that. And I think that's where I'm going to keep it tonight. Let's go ahead and switch on over to just chatting. Turn the music on. All right. So we got a little farther tonight. Not as far as I wanted to, but I'm getting a little tired, so I might have to start doing some extra streams, try to get through this a little bit more. Play more nights or something when I have time, but thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you guys on Tuesday.